Hello, I'm going to do the Taurus energy reading, and I'm going to use my Gilded Tarot and my Gilded Tarot Royale. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right, so let's see what's going on with Taurus. All right, we have the Hermit right in the middle there. And what is that challenged by? The Three of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? We have the Four of Wands. Your past, what are you leaving behind? So that's a good thing to leave behind is the Five of Pentacles. Ooh, what are your strengths? Nine of Cups, your positive energy. Near future, we have the High Priestess. So I feel like a message is coming into you. I feel like you're going to be more in tune, in touch with yourself. And I feel like there's a message coming into you. It's almost like a confirmation of something that you were thinking. And I feel like you're going to have that confirmation that what you were thinking was correct. We have the Advice, we have the Lovers, which is Gemini. We have the Environment, which is the Two of Pentacles. We have the Hopes and Fears, which is the Ace of Cups. And we have the Potential Outcome is the Knight of Cups. So we have a lot of emotions going on here with all of these cups. But I also feel like it has to do with relationships. And I do feel like it may be something, maybe you're alone and you're single. Like maybe you're working on you right now. Or maybe you are single because you need to work on you. Maybe you are in a relationship, but you need some time to yourself. Like you need some time to work on yourself. I feel like there is something that's going on within you that you're questioning and that you're struggling with. And you need some time to yourself to process. We have the Justice card, which is Libra, and then we have the Chariot card, which is Cancer sign. So you have a lot of people around you. You have the Hermit, which is Virgo. We have Justice, which is Libra. The Chariot, which is Cancer sign. The Lovers, which is Gemini. And then we have this Ace of Cups. So I feel like there's a lot of people around you. And maybe it's becoming overwhelming for you and you're kind of struggling. I feel like there's a situation that you're dealing with, but you haven't had that time. It could be this partnership. It could be that it also could be that within your relationship, are you spending a lot of time with other people and that you're not focusing on your relationship? Because this is the needs to focus on position, and it's focusing on this partnership. So sometimes we have those times in our life where we just have a lot going on and we're not able to focus on our partnerships. We're not able to focus on those. But that is a very important relationship that we need to make sure that we focus on that, because you don't want distance to be created with that. Is there something internally going on with you with this relationship, and are you avoiding the relationship? Because with that Hermit in the middle, I kind of feel like it's like you're shutting down, but I feel like, is there something going on with this partnership that you're questioning or you're thinking about? And are you, instead of facing the challenge, are you kind of doing other things and occupying your time so that you don't have to deal with the relationship? Because it's crossed by the Three of Pentacles, so something that you need to work on that time to yourself. I also feel like, do you feel like this is a good relationship for you? And is this something that you want to move forward with? This partnership could represent a partner. It could be something going on at work, a partnership at work. It could be a friend, a family member, any sort of partnership that you have that you are struggling with, that I feel like you are not giving it enough time, and it's something that you need to focus on and you need to work on. We have the Four of Cups and we have the Ten of Swords. So is it something that's become very heavy for you because it has built up all of these swords on your back and that you are struggling with that? But tens can also represent completions. And it's, how do you move on from that? How do you get in this Ten of Swords with a completion energy to where it's like, okay, how do I move on from this? We have the Four of Cups, where you're just not interested. Usually Four of Cups is like you're just not interested. But I feel like with this, you see this as an opportunity that you need to work on the relationship, and working on the relationships gives you this completion of this Ten of Swords. So like I said from the very beginning, I felt like there is something that you were struggling with, that you've been questioning, but you haven't taken that time to really figure out what it is that you want. It could be because you are leaving this behind. Maybe you're feeling on the outside of this partnership. Maybe you're feeling a disconnect with this partnership. And is that something that you are willing to work on? Is that something that you want to move away from? So it's those questions that you have to ask yourself. What do I want to do with this partnership? What is the best situation for me? We have your card here, which is the Hierophant, and then we have the Nine of Wands. So you're leaving behind this Nine of Wands, this heaviness, this feeling on the outside. You're leaving that behind because you're finally working on it, right? With this Three of Pentacles going on, is you're finally focusing on it and you're finally working on it. And it's something that you have to decide whether or not you want to work on it. But I feel like it's something that's been weighing heavy on you. And I feel like if we don't face these situations, these problems, these things that are weighing heavy on us, if we don't face them, they just tend to build up more and more and more, and they become a heavier and heavier weight on our shoulders. And that's what you have to realize, is that it's starting to build up, and that it's starting to become a heavy weight for you. And in order to release this, you're the one that has to deal with this. You're the one that has to face this. You're the one that has to look at this, right? Maybe you've been waiting for the other person to say something or do something, or, somehow something else would happen. But it's not. It's something that you need to take control of. You need to take charge of. You need to drive this chariot and say, okay, I'm looking out for myself. I need to handle this situation because I need this release. Your strengths, we have Two of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ace of Swords. So with those cards there, it's like your strengths are that you're positive, that you are a go-getter. You're also able to find answers, find solutions to problems. I kind of feel like you've been avoiding that. So I feel like you haven't been focusing on your strengths. Looking at both sides of a situation, Two of Swords is being able to look at everything and say, okay, yeah, like realizing if I don't handle this, this is what's going to happen. If I do handle this, this is what could happen. Seeing all sides of a situation. So I feel like you're really good at problem solving. And I feel like you're a very happy person, and you're a very positive person, and I feel like you're a go-getter. But I feel like this situation has kind of had you shut down because we started with that Hermit energy where you're kind of closing in. So definitely this partnership is affecting you. And I feel like that's what you need to see. Near future energies, like I said, I felt like an answer or clarity is coming in for you about this relationship. We have the Lovers again, another Gemini, and Ten of Pentacles. So I love this. I feel like you're able to, the clarity of what needs to be done comes in for you regarding this relationship. And I feel like you feel happy again, that you're back into your strengths of the Nine of Cups, and you're feeling powerful again, and you're feeling good. And I feel like you're able to turn things around. The advice, we have the Lovers, we have the Two of Pentacles again, which is above that, and then we have the King of Swords, is finding the solution to this this situation. But I feel like making sure that you choose what is best for you, and that you're not choosing something to appease someone else, because I feel if you do that, you're going to end up right back in the same situation. And if we do things to only appease other people, and we cut ourselves out, and we feel at a loss for ourselves, we start to build up resentment towards that person. It may not be in the beginning, because maybe we're feeling really good that we're doing something really good to help that other person. But if you feel that it was something that wasn't true in your heart, that it starts to bother you, and it starts to get to you. So I feel like that's what you need to be aware of when you make your choice and your decision. But I feel like you'll have that clarity with that. But I feel like the advice is just making sure that you're choosing what is best for you too. Is this something that you truly want to focus on and that you can work things out, right? How do you balance things out? How do you work things out? Having those different areas of your life so that you're not taking time away from this partnership, that you're making time to focus on that, whatever that is that works for you. The environment, again, is that balance, right? Figuring out time management. And I feel like it's having those new, I feel like it's almost looking at things differently. I don't feel that there's a breakup. I don't feel that there's a walk away. I just feel like there was a disconnect but you're coming back together and you're working on it and you're putting that effort into it. Relationships are hard. Relationships have ups and downs. Any type of relationship with your friends or family members or any type of relationship that you have. It has those ups and downs, and it's how do you handle those downs shows how committed you are to the relationship. Your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Cups. I feel like it's a renewal, a positive renewal, right, with the Sun card. Oh, and the Ten of Cups. Look at that beautiful energy. If you want to have that energy, then you have to put that work and that effort into it, that you have to focus on that. If you're saying, I feel like it's very important to see what energy are you thinking about in your head. Are you saying this isn't going to work? This person isn't treating me right. This person is going to lie to me. This person is going to break up with me. This person is going to hurt me. Is that the energy that you have in your head that is always going around in your head? Or is your energy, this is going to work out? I feel like this is a very important relationship to me with these two Lover cards, that we will get through this difficult time, that this is just a bump in the road, but we will get past this, that we will get back to our Ten of Cups. What is that energy that you're focusing on? What is it that's swirling in your head? What is it, the energy that you're putting out there? What are you trying to manifest? We have to be very aware of those things that we have in our head that we're thinking. And I truly believe that what it is that you're putting out there is what you receive back. And because I've seen it happen with myself, like I used to be extremely negative. I used to be always looking at the glass half empty rather than the glass half full. And yes, it's taken me a long time to turn that around, to look towards a positive. But once I started doing that, then I felt calmer. I felt better. Things started to happen for me. You know, was it something that happened overnight? No, this is something that took time. But I also felt better focusing on the positive, that, you know, it'll work out. Like, yes, I have this huge challenge in front of me, but it's going to work out. I'm going to get through it and I'm going to figure it out. So I just feel like that's something very important for you to be aware of, is what is that energy that you have swirling and going on here. We have the King of Cups, we have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the Seven of Wands. Lots of emotions and feelings going on here. I feel like you're reaching out. With that Knight of Cups, I feel like you're letting go of what has been holding you back. I feel like you're able to release this Hermit energy because you've been able to work through that, and you're facing it, right? You're facing this challenge, that you're seeing that there's an issue and you're facing it, and you're standing up for yourself. You're looking out for yourself and you're saying, I'm feeling this way, or I'm feeling this negative way, and how can I change it? I have to look out for myself and I have to change things for me. Because I can't leave that up to other people, right? I'm responsible for what's going on and I have to make that effort. All right, so let's grab an energy oracle. All right, we have Deceit, so definitely I feel that energy is around, and we have the Temple Path. Not deceiving yourself. That, again, like I said before, if you make a decision, don't try to fool yourself into thinking that this is something that you want if you really don't want it, right? Don't try to fool yourself, because I feel like this energy is sort of swirling in this reading. So I feel that it's around this energy, and this energy is there, whether it's on your part or their part. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely swirling in this reading. We have the Temple Path, which is that path to calmness, that path to clarity, which I feel that goes to the High Priestess, is that inner knowing and that inner believing and being true to yourself. All right, we're going to get a Star Dragons card. So Star Dragons energy for Taurus. Star Dragons energy for Taurus. We have vision, contemplating the future. What does your future look like? How do you see that? Do you see that with this partnership? Do you see it without the partnership? Do you see it at a distance with the partnership? Do you see it coming together? Asking yourself those questions as how do I see the future? What is it that I see? What is it that I need to work on? What is it that I need to do? How does this partnership relate to my future? And working on that. Okay, and then we're going to grab a spirit animal oracle for Taurus. We have Canary Spirit, singing your own song. And again, I feel like that is doing what is important to you and speaking your truth. And not denying yourself and standing up for yourself. And speaking your truth. Sometimes it's really hard to do that, especially when it's involved with someone else. And if we feel this obligation to that person. But we also have the obligation to ourselves. We have to make ourselves happy, and we have to make sure that there's, of course, there's always that compromise between you and that other person, right? Figuring out that compromise. You're good at compromising. So I feel like you're good at that and working things out, but you can't leave yourself out of the equation. I just feel like that's the most important thing here. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.